Alright, in today's attempt to cope with my schizoid anhedonia and depression without turning into my
Neopets
addiction, I downloaded vidIQ to see if that'd give me some inspiration and motivation to make a video, and here I am making a video, but not for the reasons I expected. If you don't know what vidIQ is, I mean, they've got a YouTube channel and they sort of go through tips to, like, be a good YouTuber, and mostly I ignore it, which, in that case, why do I watch? I guess I find it kind of interesting even if I'm not gonna do what they tell me to. But every now and then they also mention their Chrome extension, and I thought today I'll finally give it a go. Main reason being they have this thing that suggests like 3 video ideas a day. I guess it's one of those AI things. And you know, I thought maybe they'll come up with an idea for me and I'll just make a video based on one of them. But as you can see in this screenshot, I have no idea what these even are. I think, like, after a quick Google, they must all be gaming things. But yeah, I don't even, like, I know I play a few games on my channel, but it's nowhere near the top content, so I'm not sure where it's getting these. But yeah, so sad. Gorons are addicted to marbled rock roast. Tears of the Kingdom looks like some kind of a Zelda thing based on the tags. Final Fantasy XIV Bard cover came out swinging the Wonder Years. I know I did play Final Fantasy 15, but I sucked at it and it wasn't successful content, so why are they suggesting it? I don't know. And then teaching my friend how to play anomalous activities, and I think that was the only one that actually gave me examples, and I'm sorry I closed the window and can't show you this, but when I clicked on it, I think it might have been like Roblox or one of those popular games that I just don't know anything about. So yeah, that was pretty useless, and I'm not really sure why it came up with those ideas. Like, maybe it needs to get to know me better, but on the other hand, when I look at the keywords feature, that's pretty accurate, you know? It's talking about, like, mental health, personality disorder, schizoid personality disorder example. That's me. Those are my top keywords. Top search terms, obviously, Destroy America, Stardew Valley, because I've been playing a lot of that lately, a few more to do with schizoid personality disorder, also Tea Turtle, and I think there's more if I go into view all search terms. So, like, clearly it's already got an idea of what my most successful keywords are, and yet it's giving me these strange gaming things, and I'm just like, I gotta dismiss them all. None of them are useful. Now, it does have a thing where you can customize ideas, and maybe if I type in, like, schizoid personality disorder, it might start coming up with more relevant ideas. But I might give it a few more days just to see if, like, it needs to process a few more things for the AI to understand me and my channel. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So that was off to a rocky start. But I also tried another feature, and I'm sorry I didn't keep this window open because now I can't scroll the video script, but I asked the AI content generator. I didn't really know what was going to happen, but I just typed in schizoid personality disorder, and it's written me a video about schizoid personality disorder that's kind of generic as hell, and the description has some things in it that I'm like, what? And, you know, whatever. So I'll take you through it, because why not? Well, Understanding Schizoid Personality Disorder, Symptoms, Treatment, and Coping Strategies. That's the title. And as a title, not too bad. Kind of generic, though. Like, maybe I should have written for the video idea, like, Schizoid Personality Disorder, like, personal experience? Because you know, most of the schizoid personality disorder videos on YouTube are actually just people defining it and going through DSM, and that's a bit like, it's been done. You can just look it up on Wikipedia as well, like, who gives a shit? Yeah, but so, then it's just generic and boring, and I don't know, I guess using AI, I've never used these AI generators before, so I guess you have to be a little bit more specific what you want. Anyway, the description has some issues too, so it starts off okay, but a little bit up itself. In this insightful video, we explore schizoid personality disorder, a condition that affects a person's ability to form meaningful relationships and connect with others on an emotional level. That's pretty generic, but then it says, our expert psychologist. So we're assuming my channel has an expert psychologist on hand? No. So our expert psychologist delves deep into the symptoms, causes, and various treatment options available for people suffering from schizoid personality disorder. We examine the characteristic traits of schizoid personality disorder, including social isolation, emotional detachment, and indifference to interpersonal relationships. So we've already given away part of the game here, haven't we? There is a need to highlight some of the common misconceptions about this condition and how to differentiate it from other mental disorders, which in the script it doesn't actually talk about. Our expert, again, we don't have an expert here. I guess lived experience is not the same as being an expert, and are there really experts on schizoid? Debatable. Our expert also provides practical tips and coping strategies that can help individuals with SPD. Again, I don't feel like it did that. This includes incorporating social support networks, adopting positive approaches towards relationships, and seeking therapy to manage the condition, which hilariously are all things that schizoids don't want to do. By understanding schizoid personality disorder, you can find ways to connect with those around you and improve your overall well-being. The first of those, schizoids also don't want to do. Improve your overall well-being. I think none of us really want to suffer, so yeah. But trying to say, I don't know, if we're the audience for a video like this, and it's telling us you can find ways to connect with those around you, it assumes that we want to do that, which, debatable. I mean, I guess it depends, because some of us don't care, and then some people just appear not to care. Important difference there, but it's a thing. And then we encourage you to watch this video and learn more about this condition. I mean, who even reads video descriptions? I think this is all just for SEO, search engine optimization. But yeah, very generic. A few things that I'm like, why would you write that? And then also assuming we've got an expert psychologist. Then we've got our keyword section, and it's written as hashtags, so I guess you're meant to copy that in under the description, because when I've tried to copy hashtags into a video description, into the tags section of the video, when you upload a video, you have there a tags box, and it doesn't show publicly, but yeah, when I try and copy things into that, it doesn't know what to do with hashtags. So yeah, a bit confused about that, but keywords, pretty obvious stuff, I guess, but I tend not to put mental health tips, mental wellness, mental health help. I don't know, my channel's more about me talking about my own mental health. I guess that could be awareness, but otherwise, whatever. I think I'll copy all this stuff into this video's description, just as an example, and see if just including it in the description does anything. Then it's got some thumbnail backgrounds, which I might use for this video, just because why not? I'll put them all together. Yeah, so there's 4, and they're kind of nonsensical, and I don't know what they have to do with schizoid, so just generic black and white art, I guess, because we're supposed to be really boring. But then odd and eccentric disorders, is that boring? I don't know, I guess because we're not social enough, they just assume we're boring. And then yeah, what's gotten cut off? Well, the video script. So they gave me a script and also a voiceover, and this whole video that they've written for me, it's only 1 minute and 22 seconds, and I mean the script for the video is only slightly longer than the description. And just for fun, what I'll do, I will read along with the voiceover, and I'll try to not... I actually think AI voices these days are reasonably expressive, you can still tell that they're AI, but I don't know, are we going to have a competition? Me reading a script, I find scripts really difficult to read, and then I'm going to be keeping up with the robot, so I think this is going to turn me into more of a robot than the thing, but let's have a go at it. Okay. Ready, go. Schizoid personality disorder is a mental health condition that affects around 1% of the population. It's characterized by a lack of interest in social relationships and emotional experiences. People with schizoid personality disorder tend to isolate themselves and prefer solitary activities. Symptoms of schizoid personality disorder may include a lack of desire to form close relationships, an inability to experience pleasure, and a preference for being alone. It's important to note that these symptoms are not a choice and cannot simply be overcome by the individual with the condition. Treatment for schizoid personality disorder usually involves psychotherapy and medication. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help individuals develop better coping mechanisms, while medication can help alleviate symptoms like depression or anxiety. Coping strategies for those with schizoid personality disorder can include finding enjoyable solitary activities, setting boundaries with others, and using mindfulness techniques to stay grounded in the present moment. These strategies can help individuals manage their symptoms and improve their quality of life. If you or someone you know may have schizoid personality disorder, it's important to seek treatment from a mental health professional. With proper care and support, individuals with this condition can improve and lead fulfilling lives. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more mental health content. God damn, that was generic, and yeah, it's really hard to keep up with the robot and not stumble over things that I'm saying, and no, be expressive at the same time, so there you go. But yeah, so like this script, okay, first paragraph, just basic summary, okay, cool, you know, whatever, not very, I don't know, I guess if you were doing like an educational channel or, you know, one of those psychology channels that just wants to explain it, sure. And then symptoms, that's kind of just like, yeah, diagnostic stuff, but very, you know, shortened. These symptoms are not a choice and cannot simply be overcome by the individual with a condition. That's general for mental health conditions. The treatment stuff, psychotherapy and medication, I don't think CBT has helped me with coping mechanisms. And I have, like, you know, CBT, I think it works for standard depression more. I don't know. For personality disorder, especially schizoid, I haven't had any luck with it. And I've tried other therapies as well. And to be honest, I think since I started treatment again, I've actually gotten worse. Now, I don't blame the treatment, but you know, realizing that I have trauma and then what all the implications of that are, and like, you know, how it changes my perception of my past and my childhood, and then trying to go through all that and then just sort of like realizing things about my life, it's like painful and upsetting to go through, and sort of like there's a reason I developed that I don't know, denial, the wall of denial, and now it's crumbled and now I have to deal with everything my brain was trying to protect me from, and hopefully that's all there is, but there's always new things popping up to throw me off again. So, and therapy hasn't really been able to help me deal with that, not really. And then medication, okay, the part where medication can help with depression and anxiety, sure. I think when I was on medication it did help with some of the depression, it's just that I keep getting bad side effects and can't stay on them. Yeah, but that's not really for schizoid, that's for depression and anxiety, so whatever. Anyway, then it goes into coping strategies. So finding enjoyable solitary activities, sure, good. Setting boundaries with others, usually that just means keeping them a long way away. Using mindfulness techniques, oh god, I hate mindfulness, but it just makes me grumpy and doesn't work for me, but whatever. So those are their strategies. Oh, really? That's all they got. That's all they've got. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. And then, yeah, it's generic stuff. And as you notice, like with that script, it doesn't really match up with the video description. Like it kind of does, but there are things that the description promised that it doesn't deliver. And then of course it ends with the whole like subscribe thing, and then more mental health content. I guess I do like make a lot of mental health content, but it's not so much mental health content generally, it's my mental health. I don't care about other people's mental health, it's about my mental health. And if I happen to help people, cool, it looks like I'm less of a narcissist. But yeah, so I think moral of the story, don't get AI to write you a video script. Or at least not if you're like me and you prefer chaos instead of this generic, polished, sterilized kind of thing. Yeah. But, so, I guess that's just like, it did prompt this video, and I guess we'll see whether or not it helps, you know, in the next few days, whether the system sort of tweaks and it starts suggesting me better things, but yeah, we'll see. And there are other like things that I can look at. So it has this, they've got this new feature called AI Coach, I only get like, I think 3 goes at it, and it said there's a 72-hour delay in fetching YouTube data. So I should probably wait 3 days before I try any of that. And one of the things you can ask is like, give me 5 video ideas about something. And so maybe I'll try that as a different approach and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. So I had downloaded this thinking maybe it'll give me some inspiration to make a video, and it kind of has, just in the wrong way. But yeah, like, it would be nice if it gives me suggestions, but I have found an unexpected benefit of vidIQ. And so if we're considering my current problem that I've had is being a little bit addicted to Neopets, and when I'm playing Neopets, I watch YouTube at the same time. And you know how YouTube works. I mean, you're watching YouTube, of course you know how YouTube works. It shows you the video, and then it has like all those video suggestions, like what to watch next. And what vidIQ has done is they've added this extra feature, so when I look at YouTube, down the side of the videos, it's actually showing me like all the statistics for the video, and it's quite long, and even on my 4K monitor, it goes off the screen, which means it's not showing me these video suggestions of more things to watch. So if I can't see more videos to watch, I'm less likely to watch them and get addicted to more YouTube. And because I think the YouTube and the Neopets play off each other, because the YouTube video hasn't finished, so I need to keep playing Neopets, but then I'm in the middle of a Neopets game and the video's finished and I need to find a new video to watch while I'm finishing the game, and so they kind of feed off each other. So if I don't see any video suggestions that my brain goes, ooh, that would be interesting to watch, maybe this is going to help with the YouTube side of that addiction, because the Neopets one, I just have to have discipline and not open Neopets website. But the YouTube one is a little bit harder because I kind of live on YouTube, and I do want to watch some videos. I don't want to completely, go cold turkey. But in terms of getting carried away, when you get like, half a dozen decent video suggestions next to the video you just watched, it can spiral out of control quite quickly. So that's a really unexpected benefit of vidIQ, because it plugs into Chrome and it just has all this extra stuff. And there's other fun things that I think are more relevant to people who want to get successful on YouTube. I mean, it would be nice, I guess, but I don't want to sell my soul for the success. But yeah, no, it shows me like my own statistics, and then it shows me like actually using vidIQ. It's kind of like watching YouTube with a sort of like superpower, because now I can automatically see like how many subscribers people have, and I can see the thumbnails they're using on their videos and like subscribers. So when someone comments on my video, I can see how many subscribers they have without going to their channel and manually checking. And then it's got like these extra filters, so doesn't have replies. I don't know if that works for things that like, I don't know. I've got to like actually play with some of this stuff and see. But like, you can comment threads, filter. I think it filters it directly in the like main YouTube area, whereas the back end YouTube Studio, this is what I'm trying to say, the back end of YouTube Studio has all these filtering things. But now I can just do it watching the video, and I think I can do it on other people's channels as well and see what's been replied to, and what contains profanities, it says, what contains questions, comments made by search phrases. It's a lot of like, it's a bit much, it's kind of overwhelming, but also kind of interesting. And another thing is, when you are just looking at videos, you can see like how many views per hour different videos are getting, and they're all like insane when you're looking at the popular stuff, whereas some of mine don't even have anything showing up. But yeah, no, it's a different way to sort of look at YouTube. And then you can also see like what tags people are using, and I guess like if you were trying to do some research on what makes a good YouTube video, that could be a useful tool, or in my case, just out of curiosity, and, to distract me from actually watching too much YouTube. Anyway, so that's me mucking around on vidIQ. Yeah, I'm trying to solve my Neopets addiction. So today I just fixated, I guess, on my YouTube channel. I think making YouTube videos is more important to me than I'm conscious of. I think a lot of things for me, things can be more important than I'm actively conscious of. And I think that's probably another one of these defense mechanisms, because if something's really important to me and it doesn't go well, the disappointment can be really like horrible, and I think a lot of the time my brain tries to block things out, and so only a few things slip through and make me feel worse. I don't know. So I think, yeah, making YouTube, I mean, if nothing else, at least it's practice talking and socializing at an arm's distance, which are things that I need to practice as a schizoid so that I can go out into the real world when I have to and, act reasonably normal and survive when I'm out and about. So at the bare minimum, YouTube does that, but I think it's like a hobby that I'm not sure if I would use the word enjoy, but that is somehow meaningful to me, and maybe I haven't quite figured out exactly why. And yeah, so today that's what I fixated on, and I'm trying to make some kind of upload every day, because I need these kinds of like mini goals, otherwise I can slip out of habits really easy and just make no video for a week or a month, or I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to keep something consistent. Anything in my life could stay consistent and mildly productive, that would be great. But yeah, I think it probably is more important to me than I'm conscious of, and today I just happened to focus on it. And yeah, I spent a lot of time looking at vidIQ versus TubeBuddy, I think is the other main one, and TubeBuddy looks a little bit overly complicated, and apparently it's a little bit slow. So vidIQ, I actually watch the vidIQ channel, because the TubeBuddy one, I'm like, it doesn't do it for me. vidIQ's YouTube channel can be a little bit clickbaity, because sometimes the titles are just like, if you're a small YouTuber, do this now. And then you go in and it's like just the same old advice they always give. But every now and then they come up with something good, and it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting, especially when there's like a new feature. I also follow Creator Insider. But yeah, getting like the creator's perspective from vidIQ can be interesting. It's funny that I watch these things even though I put no effort into like making my YouTube super successful, and I ignore a lot of their advice and downright refuse to do some of the things they tell me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very contradictory, I guess, and maybe it's just, pieces of my brain having different ideas on how I should manage things. I don't know. Speaking of, yesterday's fixation was music and the fact that I have put all this work into music and like especially my voice, and I still can't find a band, and like getting all depressed about that. So today it was YouTube that I was thinking about, and I actually did something a little bit more productive, and I'll see how I go in the next few days playing with this thing, and see what other ideas it gives me, try and learn a bit more about the features, and just get used to using YouTube with this overlay, showing me statistics about everyone's stuff. And if it comes up with an interesting video topic, maybe I'll do it. I do have a folder full of video ideas. It's just, I don't know, like I must have been inspired when I wrote them down, but now when it comes time to actually look at them and be like, what video should I make today? And I'm just like, maybe it's because some of the ideas would just take so much work and my brain is like, I can't do that right now. Whereas if I can get like a good prompt and just sort of ramble, sort of like I do when I do live streaming and someone brings up a topic and I just start rambling on that topic. Like, I think that's how I prefer it. I don't want to be an overly structured YouTuber, even though I know that's what gets more success. It's just not me. And yeah, some of the video ideas I've come up with, I think they're a bit much, and some I would need to do a bit of preparation to get right, and I think I get a little bit overwhelmed by that maybe, and so yeah, that's why that hasn't really worked. I think I also sometimes forget I have that list though. So yeah, I'll see how we go with vidIQ, but tomorrow, what is my brain going to fixate on? Not sure. Also, my aunt is coming from Japan, so it's gonna my cousin is still here as well, so yeah, it's gonna get a little bit crazy around here. So actually there's a possibility I may not make it online tomorrow if it's just all too much, because tomorrow's also my cleaning day, and then potentially going out to lunch already, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then, with so many Japanese women around the house, and also one of Mikey's carers is a Japanese lady, then there's going to be 4 Japanese ladies all speaking Japanese, and it's like Japanese, the speaking style, especially their speaking style that I know, it's just like, I think it's going to be rough. Yeah. And I think I'll do okay, but I'm going to be very tired, I think. So we'll see how that goes. And then yeah, then they're going to Fiji, and then they're coming back, and then they're spending a bit more time here. And then my aunt and my cousin will go home, and then hopefully I get my studio space, and then I can relax. But for the next 2 weeks, I don't know, there is that period of time while they're away, but I think my dad's gonna need more help with my disabled brother. And so it's just, yeah, the next 2 weeks are going to be interesting, and we'll see what happens. I will try to keep uploading something every day. Uh, yeah. And then I think that's that for this video. So if I was gonna be a good YouTuber, I would find some like smart way to wrap up the video instead of just being like, I have run out of thoughts, therefore the video is over, as I usually do. And then they want me to say, oh, thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful, well, I guess that doesn't really apply to this video. It's more like if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, because like is also important. I don't know, comment. Does comment affect anything? I don't know. I don't... That's the thing about having a channel that has a lot of schizoid viewers, is commenting isn't really what we do. Maybe a like, because that's a bit more... Like, the likes are anonymous, so maybe that's easier for schizoids. And subscribing, if you watched this far in the video, I assume you've already subscribed, so I don't need to tell you all that. Cool. Yeah. I mean, one day I should probably like set myself a challenge to be like a good YouTuber for, it would probably have to be for a month, because good YouTubers will post like once or twice a week, whereas I'm posting trash every single day. I could try and set myself a challenge to be a good YouTuber for a month, but I think I would just go crazier than I already am, so I'm not going to do it. Anyway, that's enough rambling. I'm just going to end there. Stuff and things. That's my catchphrase. Fuck off. Bye.